I thought I'd help you out with a few of the homework problems from this section 2-6 assignment. I'm on page 95 in your textbook. And I'll just start off with number 4. You've hopefully already worked this, but I just want to give you some confirmation that you did the right thing, or maybe you've got something that you need to fix. So in number 4, this whole block of problems, we're given a parent function. Actually, this wouldn't technically be a parent function because it's multiplied by a half, but we're given a function and then we're given another function beside it, and we're asked to determine what happens, what is the relationship, how does this describe a translation or a shift in this original given function. And it's pretty simple. This indicates our k number that we talked about in class today. So since it's negative, then we're moving this function down 2/3 of a unit. So my answer for number 4 would just be 2/3 a unit down, or you could say down 2/3. All right, number 8. The directions here say for each function, identify the parent and the value of k, and then graph the parent function by translating the parent. Graph the function by translating the parent. So first of all, what is the parent function? We're supposed to identify the parent, and that would be y equals the opposite of the square root of x. And then we're supposed to identify the value of k, and in this case k is -6. And so now we're supposed to graph this function by translating the parent. Well, here's the parent. Y equals the opposite of the absolute value of x. And let's get some color with this so we can differentiate. Here's the parent, and this says to shift the parent, all the points on the parent, 6 units down. Remember, k indicates a vertical shift. Excuse me. And since it's negative, that means we're going down with all the points. So it's going to look like this. And of course, we don't want to leave dots there. We'll go ahead and draw those lines. And so this would be your final answer to number 8. Okay, so we identified the parent, we identified k, and then we graphed as a translation of the parent. All right, let's jump to number 10. Write an equation for each vertical translation. So here's the parent function, y equals the absolute value of x. And if we're going to translate this parent 4 units up, that would result in this equation. Y equals the absolute value of x, and then outside we would have +4. Okay, easy enough. 13. For each function, identify the parent and the value of h. Notice h is always inside the absolute value. So we're dealing with the parent function, y equals the absolute value of x. H in this case is -5. Okay, be careful. Today I gave you, using variables, how translations are determined. So in order to make this become addition, our value for h must have been a negative number. We talked about that in class today. And of course, k in this case would just be 0. So there is no vertical shift. So be careful with these horizontal translations of the absolute value parent functions. All right, so we've identified the parent, we've identified the value of h, and now let's graph it by translating the parent. So here's the parent. And here is the translation of the parent. With h being -5, that means we're moving 5 places to the left. So the red would represent the translation. And so this would be my final finished answer for number 13. All right. Very good. And I think I got one more. I just sketched, you got a nice looking graph in your book for number 17, but the directions tell us to write an equation for each horizontal translation of y equals absolute value of x, or the opposite of, well, this is obviously a translation of y equals the absolute value of x. And we went 3 places to the right. Okay, so my equation to represent this translation will be y equals the absolute value of x minus 3. H is actually 3. We went 3 places right. And so once again, my definition, if you will, of translations looks like this: x minus h plus k. Well, I didn't move any vertically, so k is 0. And h in this case needs to be positive 3. All right, so that would be my answer for number 17. Okay, well, I hope that helped. Hopefully you already did those and you got them right. You just are verifying by watching this. But if you need any help or you have any questions, let me know.